Hi everyone. So I'm just holding my phone to take this video because it's going to be quick. So hope you enjoyed day one, and now is day two, and today I'm wearing my X-Men 50 shirt. So today is another big signing day. I got to go first off and get tickets for Scott Snyder. If you're not familiar, every con, Scott Snyder's team gives out tickets. And if you have a ticket, you're guaranteed a signature, but you really need to get there early. Scott showed up yesterday afternoon unannounced, and the tickets were given out in a really fast time. When I heard about it, too late. But I have a plan today. I'm going to also try to get Nick Dragata, and then John Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna, and then Roy Thomas. And I think that's all my signings for today. And then I'll try to get some more interviews for you. We'll see what I can do. So I'm going to get ready, head out. Thanks, everybody. See you shortly. Okay, everybody, here I am with Greg Land.
Hey,
Great
everybody.
artist.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, so tell me what you want to tell me there, Greg.
Just here in beautiful Charlotte, enjoying the Heroes Con, staying really busy. That's a pain. Give that a chance.
Yeah, hang on. Thank you. You want to hold it for me?
Yeah, Greg's doing signatures for people, and he's got a great Daredevil sketch going on right there.
Rhino.
Sorry,
Rhino.
the angle was wrong.
Yeah.
Rhino.
Don't draw him very often.
Spider-Man 41.
Oh, great character.
And that's just on board?
Yeah, it's just regular Bristol board paper.
Well,
Have a good day, guys. Thanks for
Thank
doing
you.
the job work for me.
Dan, I was telling your wife yesterday, I can't even draw a good stick figure, but to see people like yourself that are just able to see the perspective on the page.
Yeah. You know, some people said I couldn't even draw unemployment if I had to.
It's nice packaging. When we put it in roses. One's really good.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the sketch and then speed it up
Okay.
so people can see. So that way you don't got to talk no more, but we get some good Greg Land stuff,
Okay.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I mean, if you got any questions, you know, fire them out.
Well, the main question I always ask people is just really, what drew you into comic books?
Back when I was a little kid, I can remember my grandpa taking me to the Rexall drugstore there in Terre Haute, Indiana, and seeing comic books and just being fascinated by them. And, you know, he would let me pick some books out. We'd sit at the counter, order some milkshakes back in the old days when they put them in a tin cup and left. And ever since then, I've just always loved comic books. I've loved the artwork that's in comics.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people don't respect that it is art. People are, it's not art, it's comic books. It is art.
Yeah, that's
Are you local?
the
And for
fantasy,
$4 or
the
$5,
artwork.
you can own a piece of artwork.
yeah.
You know, no, it's great.
Well,
It's
back
great.
then, it was a quarter, which is a lot better than it is nowadays.
yeah.
I probably wouldn't have as many now if it was as expensive as they are now.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I just bought one the other day. It was an $8 cover price.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was not a one-off. That was its cover price. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
the A cover. Ouch.
Yeah, that gets a little rough when they start costing that much.
Yeah, well, you know, I swore I'd give up comic books when they hit $5.
Right.
Ha ha ha. I can either pay $5 now or $25 later.
Yeah. Well, it's just like anything else. If you like it, then you get it. Don't get it because somebody's telling you should get it. If you like it, then get it. Same thing like when you, if you're a car collector, which I'm into cars.
Cool.
That's
okay.
And that's a very expensive hobby to have, but I'm fortunate enough to still have my very first car, and it's been redone several times over the years. So
impressive.
I kind of equate it with buying comics as picking out cars. Get what you like, and then you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Years ago, I went through comic burnout, and I was so tired. And I told my wife, yeah, I'm thinking giving up comics, sell my collection. And she said, what? No, that's who you are. Wow. That was about 10 years ago. And
right.
So I recovered.
You got off the ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I still have all the books I bought at the newsstand back when I was a kid. I still have all of them. Nice and simple.
Did you go to
This guy just wanted just
I went to OAX
Simple.
first.
Simple.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was okay. I don't think it was quite what we really thought.
Yeah.
We thought the tickets were nearby. I think they thought we were there to buy and sell and everything. I don't know. It just kind of like.
So
that's
last
the
question I'll hit you with.
Okay.
Where are you going to be next?
So they had to
Our
spread
next
out.
show is in Jacksonville, Florida, First Coast Comic Con,
And if they're going to
July 11th.
MegaCon's such a
So I think about 3 weeks. Or so.
Yeah, wow. Well, safe travels.
Yes,
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, everyone, now I am here with Dave Dorman. I just wanted to go ahead and give you a look at some of his artwork that he's got here at his table. Absolutely incredible. And here is the man himself, Mr. Dave Dorman. So, Dave, I know you've been doing this a while, but
A few years.
But what got you started? Did you do art first, or did you just move into comics right away?
No, I did art first. I was always a lover of comics from when I was a kid, and I read the classics in the late 60s and early 70s, and the artists that really intrigued me, Jack Kirby and John Buscema and John Romita and Steve Ditko and Jim Steranko and all of these guys who were doing great work, during that time, and that got me interested in art, and so I started copying the drawings in the comics and really enjoyed it, and I just did that for quite a while, for quite a number of years, and then when I was in high school, I got some paints and started to play with the paints, and eventually it all sort of came together, and I took my portfolio around and talked to some publishers, and eventually started to get some jobs, and then Star Wars came along for Dark Horse in 1990, and that just sort of skyrocketed everything.
Yeah.
That's my career.
Okay. So, wow, a career. Okay, we're done. Okay. No.
Yeah.
But what have you got? What have you got going on that you enjoy doing? Is it just art, or do you have any hobbies?
Actually, I don't have any hobbies.
Oh, okay.
There's things that I enjoy. I love reading, and I love going to the movies, and I love building models and things. So there's some creative things involved, but most of the time, I just love to sit down at the drawing board and draw and paint. I get asked during interviews, where do I like to go on vacation, or what do I do in my free time? And I say, well, I'd prefer not to go on vacation. My vacation is going into the studio and working. So
if that's what you love,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I've always loved doing that, and I've always, felt that I needed to challenge myself to get better as an artist. I don't think that I'm even close to the artist I want to be, so I keep working hard at it. Yeah, I keep working hard at it, and eventually maybe, I'll be half as good as I'd like to be. But it's all in doing the work and enjoying it, and just getting better at it.
Oh, okay. So do you like doing the convention circuit, or?
I used to like it a lot. As I've gotten older, it gets a little bit harder on traveling and tiring, and the amount of walking that you need to do for the bigger shows now. Back 15 or 20 years ago, it wasn't quite as much walking as it is nowadays for bigger shows like Heroes and New York and San Diego and C2E2. So it does get tiring now as an older artist. But the balance is I get to talk to the fans and really get to share my work with them. And it's very, very invigorating as an artist who works, basically in the studio by myself. It's nice to get out and meet the people who enjoy the work that I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So, what is your next convention? Do you have one lined up?
The next convention will be San Diego. It's the big San Diego
You're gonna go to
Comic
San
Con
Diego, okay.
in July, and then the one after that would be the big New York convention. And then that'll probably be it for me for the year.
For the year?
Yeah. And next year, we'll see. Probably a couple of conventions. San Diego has been a regular for me for like 30 years.
That's where I first met you.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'll definitely be going out there. And Charlotte, I stopped coming to Charlotte quite a few years ago because I moved to Chicago and had a son, and it was on Father's Day weekend.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
so it was a little harder to get to the shows, but my son grew up, and it made it easier for him to understand that coming down to Charlotte was an important thing. So,
Right,
so I, about 4 or 5 years ago, I started to come back again, and this is a regular show for me too. So,
all right, very cool.
So I really enjoy it. The fans are great, and Shelton runs a great show here. It's well organized, and it's worth. Everyone who's into comics should come at least once.
44 years.
Yeah.
44 years.
That's right.
It's incredible.
It is pretty crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, I am going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to pan over here to some more artwork.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you. Look at these pieces. Absolutely incredible. Well, once again, Dave, thank you very much.
Hey, you're very welcome.
All right, well, we'll see you next time.
All right, take care, everybody.
Hi, everybody. So, Heroes Con Day 2 has been difficult. It's the same difficult at every con. Lines, only thing, when I got here this morning, I was pretty much close to the front. Not that much, but I went down to Scott Snyder, and all the tickets had already been given out for the day. And they said it was the VIPs that come in an hour earlier, we were able to get those. So I missed out on that. And then when I got done with Roy Thomas, because that was a long line, I went over to Nick Dragata's line, and his line was also extremely long, and I I couldn't do it. I just couldn't justify. I don't even know if he was going to be able to get to people. He's stopping his signing at 5, which is just 10 minutes away. So I don't even know. So maybe tomorrow I can get Snyder and Dragotta. I was hoping to get them both today, get it out of the way. So tomorrow I could spend more time looking at books, see if there's anything I wanted to afford. So I'm still just hanging out here at Heroes Con, and I'm going to walk around a little bit just to show you all the comic book dealers, just one aisle walking down. Now, there are a few offshoots, and I'm really surprised. I got a pin dealer and a couple other things that I'm really surprised about, but that's okay, because at a lot of shows, that's half the con. At this show, it's a small little section. It's not all that bad. So I'm going to go ahead and take a walk around, and I'm going to speed this up. You know, no reason to have all the time it's going to take me to walk down the aisle. So I'm going to close up and regroup in a few seconds and start my walk. I'll speed it up, but I'll be back. Bye. For now, I'm going to go ahead and start here. Show you just a little bit pins. Patches.
Randomly I could, I don't know offhand. That's my Instagram. You don't know where all the things are.
And then this group over here, mad for minifigs. Yeah, I don't get it. But not everybody has to get it, and a lot of people don't get comics. So awesome. We got so much diversity. Now let's go ahead, walk down this aisle, just show you some dealers as I walk by. One of my favorite dealers over here, Dale Roberts. Really enjoy him about a lot of books from Dale. And we have reached the end of that aisle, but you saw all those comic book dealers, and that's just one of 5 aisles. So thank you, everybody. Oh, pop dealer. Surprised. Oh well. All right, everybody, here I am with Derek from Legends Comics and Games.
I've done the greatest sketch cover.
So
I posted it.
Tell my viewers about Legends. I know you got a new store.
Yep.
So where'd you start? How have you moved? What's going on with Legends?
So for the store Legends, we started in Fresno, California. After my first year, we were doing so well, I opened a second store in the neighboring city of Clovis, California. Ran that for about 10 years and decided I wanted more and moved to Amarillo, Texas, and opened my third location.
All right. Well, how's Amarillo doing for you?
It's going good. It's a little slow. I mean, people will say I'm crazy for opening a new business at this time in this economy, but it's what I do, and we're making it work.
Okay. So what do you mostly carry?
Comics first and foremost. In the brick and mortar stores, new weekly comics are what drives the business. People come in for their new books, but we do a lot of vintage. We specialize in vintage. When we do the conventions, we do mostly vintage at conventions, and we do shop exclusives as well.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So, any more expansion plans?
I'm always thinking about it. Nothing concrete just yet, but I am planning for probably another store in Texas.
Okay, awesome. All right. So give us social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram.
Facebook
email,
and Instagram.
whatever.
You can find us at Legends Amarillo. We're also on TikTok, Legends Comics and Games Amarillo. We do live streaming on TikTok, and we have a TikTok shop. We also have our website, legendsamarillo.com.
Okay. So any other plug you'd like to give before I say goodbye?
No.
Okay.
Subscribe and like Mark's channel because he's an awesome dude.
Thank
I've
you.
known him for many years, and he always has great content.
Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give a little quick perusal of the wall. Because it's beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
I have most of these. I have the entire Dragon Ball Z run, but I bought them back when you could buy them $1 a piece. This is one of my favorites, though. And then there's a black cover, so you can find it. That one right there. I think I paid $1.
Can't get low enough. I'm just going to have to tip to show. Beautiful books. More beautiful books. And there's another wall, but I'm not gonna.
I just said hello and shook his hand. $350
Beautiful, beautiful. So reach out to Legends and Games if there's anything you saw